What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Debbie Royale. I am here to talk about the Senior Bowl. So, as you can see, I'm at home. However, I do have virtual access, so I was able to watch all of day one and day two. And I'm going to give a little bit of a day two recap because there are a lot of differing opinions out there, and I just kind of wanted to give my takes on what transpired out on the field today. So, first thing, we're only going to talk about the skill positions, of course, here, but the first thing to note is that the weather was a major factor in what happened on the field today. It was rainy, it was crappy out, and it was windy, and that definitely impacted a lot of the play of the skill positions. So, first thing that we should get going is the running backs that look good. The first one that looked good, in my opinion, both days was Damian Pierce. You'll see there he's just bouncing off of would-be tacklers. Now, this is practice. You have to take it with a grain of salt, but he's been very decisive in his running, whether it's the 7-on-7s or the 9-on-7s. He's just been by far the most explosive player, in my opinion. And you'll also see a highlight video of him going one-on-one against a linebacker at the end of practice, and he won the hell out of that rep. So everyone's talking about the quarterbacks, and everyone wants to talk about the quarterbacks. So I'll just jump over to that because ultimately the other running back that stood out to me was Abram Smith, but it was only for his pass protection. There wasn't a whole lot that running backs can really do in these drills, and none of them really stood out as outstanding players or anything like that today. But the quarterbacks. So there's been a lot of debate for the American team. The American team with Sam Howell and Malik Willis, who had the better day. So yesterday, my argument would be that Sam Howell had the best day after going through all the practice film. He was inconsistent. His footwork is still kind of choppy. He loves to bounce in the pocket. But I would say he was more consistent than all of the other quarterbacks that are there. He looked the most comfortable. He had the most command of what was happening. But that should go over to Malik Willis after day two. Malik Willis had a really good day. He fixed a little bit of his accuracy issues, and his mechanics looked a lot better. He has trouble tying his hips and his footwork to where he's trying to throw the ball, but I think he looked a lot better doing so uh, today. So I would argue too that he was able to kind of use his legs a little bit, and that's what's making him pop to so many different players, or so many different analysts. I mean, but a good day for Malik Willis. Now the other side or the other team out there, Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ridder, Carson Strong, all very inconsistent. Kenny Pickett had a rough day. He underthrew a few balls. I think one of them is in this highlight video if you're watching this. He just did not look comfortable in the rain. He ditched one of the gloves but kept his throwing hand gloved up, so he was Kenny one glove today. But overall, it's a tough environment for quarterbacks that aren't accustomed to playing with this caliber of receiver. So Kenny Pickett, of course, had Jordan Addison at Pitt, so you could argue maybe that's not the problem. But it's tough to get on the same page with a bunch of dudes you've never played with. It just is. So it's practice. You take everything with a grain of salt in general. But overall, the best quarterback from that group was probably Desmond Ridder, and he wasn't phenomenal either. He made a nice throw on a crosser to, I believe it was Khalil Shakir, and that was probably the best play. Now, the wide receivers that stood out today, not a whole lot. The receivers struggled quite a bit. The aforementioned Khalil Shakir had some really good reps in the one-on-ones. He was shaking everyone. He's able to drop his hips really quickly. He's a really good route runner. Calvin Austin also stood out. We talked about him on the Debbie Royale this week, and I don't know what to do with Calvin Austin because he's got a lot of twitch. He's got a lot of speed. And there might be a role for him in the NFL. I just don't know what it is at 5'7", 173. But overall, really good day of practice. Tight ends, Trey McBride had another good day. Trey McBride is having good days all over the place. I will say all of the tight ends kind of struggled in pass protection when they were doing the pass protection drills. So something to keep an eye on as we head deeper into the week and to the game. But Yeah, that'll do it. I just wanted to give a quick little update from what I've seen through 2 days in practice, but specifically day two. I don't know if I'll be able to get this one out to you again for day three, but I'm gonna hope to. Just a short little clip. So uh, thanks for joining. Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, which is where it's gonna be, make sure you subscribe. Kevin's doing a lot of really good stuff with the Debbie Royale and 5 videos. He dropped his Caleb Williams video this week. He dropped a Jackson Dart video this week as well. So make sure you guys go check that out. Thank you for the continued support, and we'll talk to you next time.